Please join me in welcoming Benita Fitzgerald-Mosley, 2025 Falk Convocation Speaker.
Wow. That was my coach, a former colleague. That's amazing to see those amazing folks speak on that video. Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2025. Congratulations. Dean Jordan, thank you so much for your kind introduction, and thanks to you and Chancellor Syverud for inviting me to speak today. Also, a quick shout out to my husband, Ron, as we celebrate our 29th wedding anniversary tomorrow. I'm going to start by taking you way back to the summer of 2025. It was a few weeks before I won my gold medal, and after practice, I was sitting on the track, and I was visualizing my upcoming race at the Olympic Games, and I had the same thoughts that I'd had so many times in the past. I hope I run fast. I hope I run a personal best time. I hope I make it to the final. I hope I beat a particular competitor. I was always thinking that somebody else is going to win the race. And I was just happy to be there. And all of a sudden, I had this epiphany. Why not me? Why not me cross the finish line first? Why not me win the gold medal? Why not me get to be the one that does the victory lap and stands on top of the victory stand while the national anthem, my national anthem, plays in my honor? Why not me? Right then and there, I completely changed my mindset. I no longer thought about being an also-ran. I claimed that gold medal, and it gave me the confidence to walk into the LA Coliseum and bring home the gold in the 100-meter hurdles. Beginning that summer in 1984, and pretty much ever since, when I face a new challenge or a new opportunity, I push that imposter syndrome aside, and I just ask myself, why not me? I've learned a lot of valuable lessons running hurdles on the track that have helped me personally and as a leader win gold medals off the track as well. I use the 5 Olympic rings to help push me towards my goals. Have a good start, set high goals, run your own race, power through hurdles, and have a strong finish. The first Olympic ring is have a good start. Les Brown is a world-renowned motivational speaker, and he once said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. As a sprinter and hurdler, I was never known for having a very fast start. Inevitably, I'd have to bring on these long, I have a 35-inch inseam, these long legs out of the blocks, and I'd be in last place at the beginning of the race, and I'd have to make up ground throughout the race. And fortunately, my talent and my speed and my determination usually allowed me to pass my competitors and win most of my races. And as a result, I learned not to become discouraged if I found myself in last place at the beginning of a race, because it's really only my place at the finish line that counted. Sometimes you may have lacked the courage to take a risk or to start something new because you feared you wouldn't have a good start or that you wouldn't be very good at something at the very beginning. Maybe you didn't apply to a particular university or a graduate program. Maybe you decided not to pursue a difficult major or take a tough class. Maybe you didn't apply to an internship or a job that you didn't think you were qualified for. Really, it could be anything. So just remember that where you start is really no indication at all of where you're going to end up. You have a lifetime of good starts ahead of you. So whenever you are down in the blocks, facing a brand new challenge, a brand new opportunity, don't let the fear of failure keep you from taking a risk, because doubt kills more dreams than failure ever could. So have a good start. It's the only way you'll get to the finish line. The second Olympic ring is to set high goals. Hall of Fame baseball player and manager Yogi Berra once said, if you don't know where you're going, you'll wind up someplace else. The tendency for a hurdler is to keep your eyes on the hurdle in front of you so you don't fall. But the best hurdlers learn that if we focus our gaze further down the track towards our end goal, the finish line, the faster we'll run. Likewise, we have to set goals or a virtual finish line in order to be successful in life. In the next few days or weeks, I really want to challenge you to set aside some time to visualize your future, 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 years from now. Dream big. Set high goals. Where are you going to be? What's your job going to be? Your lifestyle. What kind of house or apartment are you going to live in? Who will your friends be? Who might your significant other be? I want you to set goals so high that you can't achieve them until you become the person who can. Then I want you to create a plan. How are you going to realize your hoped-for future? Write down the actions you feel like you need to take in order to make your vision, your virtual finish line, come to life so that you don't wind up someplace else. The third Olympic ring is run your own race. Track coaches often tell us to run your own race. They want you to concentrate on your race, your lane, your pace, and not be distracted by what your competitors are doing. I learned that lesson the hard way at the 1984 Olympic trials. Only the top 3 competitors make the Olympic team, and 4 of us crossed the finish line within 1/100th of a second of each other. Thankfully, I placed second in the race and I made the Olympic team. So at the Olympic Games, you better believe I listened to my coach's advice. I ran my own race and I won the gold medal. To win gold medals in life, it's really important to understand that you were put on this earth for your own unique purpose, to bless us with your unique talents and abilities. Don't succumb to peer pressure or parent pressure or other outside pressure. Run your own race. Move through life at your own pace. Focus on your goals, not someone else's expectations. The 4th Olympic ring is to power through hurdles. In the 100-meter hurdle race, you run the length of a football field, so from that door to that door, over 10 hurdles in 12 seconds. That means the hurdles come up really, really fast. My long legs would cause me to come very, very close to the hurdles, and I'd almost feel like I was going to fall. So I would subconsciously slow myself down by leaning back and slowing myself down. After lots of practice, I learned to lean in and power through those hurdles. So my fear of failure wouldn't keep me from reaching my ultimate goals and really reaching my potential. Sometimes, they say, life be lifin'. It's what happens when life's hurdles come at you so fast that you want to slow yourself down. You want to set your hurdles, your goals just a little bit lower. Instead, you have to power through those hurdles in order to overcome life's challenges, because really the obstacles aren't obstacles, they are your path. Booker T. Washington once said, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which were overcome while trying to succeed." The 5th and final Olympic ring is, I think, the most important, to have a strong finish. There was a British hurdler by the name of Shirley Strong, and she beat me at the World Championships the year before the Olympic Games. Just a few minutes after that race, she sat down next to me to put her sweats back on, and she lit up a cigarette and started smoking. Yeah, you can only imagine how upset I was when I saw a girl who beat me that was a smoker. So I made a vow to never let her beat me again. Fast forward a year, and I saw her smoking again in between the semifinals and the finals at the Olympic Games. The final was a couple of hours later, and I remember the gun goes off, and I sprint down that track as fast as I can, picking off competitors one by one, until about the 6th or 7th hurdle, I'd passed everybody except for one lagging competitor, Shirley Strong. And I said to myself, "Not today, Shirley." I felt God put wings on my feet, carried me across that finish line, first place by 0.04 of a second to win the gold medal. We all experience many defining moments in our lives: a final exam, an interview, a presentation, a dissertation, a championship game, a business proposal. Whatever the defining moment, you have to have a strong finish. Give it your all so that you achieve your personal best performance. The late, great North Carolina basketball coach Jim Valvano once said, "Don't give up. Don't ever give up." Because on the track, as in life, it's often only a very small margin that separates you from reaching your goals or falling just 0.04 of a second short. In closing, when you do that exercise I asked you to do and start dreaming about all the amazing things you're going to accomplish in your life, and that little bit of imposter syndrome starts to seep in, just ask yourself, why not me? Then use the 5 Olympic rings to help guide you along your journey. Have a good start. Set high goals. Run your own race. Power through obstacles that will inevitably get in your way. And of course, have a strong finish. My question for each of you graduates is, why not you? Why not you get your dream job? Why not you become a best-selling author, get into a top business school or medical school or law school? Why not you start your own marriage counseling or nutrition counseling practice? Why not you become the GM of a professional team? Why not you conduct groundbreaking research or get married and start a family, buy your first home, become an influencer, go to the moon? These possibilities are endless. Why not you? Thank you. Congratulations again to the class of 2025. God bless you all.